Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second day of the BWC Spirit Awards 2021. And I know how difficult it is out there, both for clinical as well as non-clinical staff. Thank you really from the bottom of our hearts for what you're doing there for our families, children, and youngsters. So yesterday we had more than 100 people join this event, and the award for the commitment to diversity went to Wahida Rahman. Congratulations to Wahida again. And thank you to the people who nominated her as well. Without their nominations, we wouldn't have been able to recognize what a fantastic job Wahida has been doing. So this afternoon, we're going to recognize the best boss. Now, leaders, we are very privileged in this organization to have some fantastic leaders. And their value is often, we under-recognize them and we overlook their contributions. The contributions they make in holding teams together, they don't just manage teams, they lead, they inspire, they nurture their teams. And by doing that, they get the best for their team as well as for the patients they look after. So it is indeed a great privilege to be in the company of the three finalists today. Welcome to all of you. I would also like to welcome Annie Cheatham, who is the Interim Director of Operations at Women's Hospital. Annie will go through or give us more details on our finalists this afternoon. And before I hand over to Annie, I just want to say that you can see us, but we can't see you. But we would still like to know what you're thinking. We would like to hear about your thoughts as well as your appreciation. So please do use the chat box on the BWC Spirit Awards website. And also please make use of the social media. The hashtag is BWC Spirit Awards 2021. Over to you, Annie.
Thank you, Satish, and thank you everyone who voted for their leaders in this category. It's been a real privilege to be involved in this process. So our first finalist is Sophie Banks, who's from Ward 1 at the Women's Hospital, and her colleagues wrote about her. Sophie is so passionate about her job. She is thoughtful, very understanding and compassionate in her role. She is a true manager and also a team player and will help out on the ward at any time, day or night if needed. Sophie deserves this award for being such a fabulous manager. Since becoming ward manager, Sophie has led by example, setting a high standard for her team to follow. She has a clear vision of the service she wants for the women in our care and goes above and beyond to create an environment where fulfilling those ambitions is possible. Sophie has united the team again and made us work as a family. She has achieved more in the time she has been ward sister than we all could ever have imagined and has shown herself to be an excellent leader. She continues to inspire us all to be better, to support each other and to provide outstanding care for those we look after. The changes she has made to our ward are unbelievable. She has so much drive and ambition for us all. Wow, Sophie, that's just incredible. Thank you. So our next finalist is Ricki Gill from Ward 1 at the Children's Hospital. Ricki has shown how brave she is by volunteering to go to an adult hospital during the COVID peak, despite her being paediatric trained. She came back with a smile on her face, encouraging us all to help out there ourselves. She is ambitious every day, coming up with ways to improve the ward environment, such as doing huddles every Tuesday and feeding back to the ward on what we're doing well and how we can improve. She is the heart of the team and the ward would not be the same without her. Nothing is ever too much and she will also aim to resolve any issues, big or small. She's so supportive and has been a huge ray of sunshine to the team. She has come in and made us not only the best team, but a family. Ricki has been a phenomenal manager. She is loved by everyone and has the ability to make it seem like your problems are the most important to her. I cannot imagine how difficult it is to juggle everyone's wants and wishes, but somewhere she always puts everyone else first. I've never met anyone who pours so much of themselves into a role, and I truly think she deserves some recognition for this. Wow, that's really heartfelt, isn't it? And then our next finalist is Julie Cara Thomas from Patient Admin Services at the Children's Hospital. Sorry, I can't see you at the moment, but her colleague said about Julie, I was off with COVID and my manager was very compassionate towards me. Her kind words and understanding were amazing. Julie was very compassionate and tried to help and encourage me to get better. It was a very tough time in my life and emotional. I really was very poorly and some days were very hard to get through. Thanks to my lovely manager, every time I texted or spoke to her, she was always understanding and considerate and very compassionate. I felt she helped my recovery and get me back on my feet a lot quicker. I have worked at BCH for over 30 years and worked under a few managers, as they all have been great. Julie truly is very sincere and really wants to help her colleagues, and nothing is too much trouble. So as I said, I feel absolutely privileged to have heard those messages from your colleagues, and we had many nominations, so congratulations to you all on being nominated and being finalists in this category. And thank you to everyone who nominated their bosses and shared their appreciation and their stories about the incredible impact our Best Boss finalists have had. But there can only be one winner. And are you ready for me, Naira? I'm very pleased to announce that our Best Boss 2021 is Ricki Gill. Well done. Does Ricki get handed something?
Ricki is an inspiration to the ward. She went in when it was a difficult time, sort of staffing wise. Morale was quite low as well at the time, and Ricki came in and she really has transformed the ward into what it is now. She is passionate about every single member of staff, and I think that just shows the fact that she's been nominated for Best Boss.
Ricki is my line manager and she's brilliant. She literally, I've started a year ago as a newly qualified and she's been so supportive. She's constantly checking up on me, and if I've had a really bad day she'll ring and make sure that I'm okay. And if the ward needs help, she'll come out of the office and she'll bring herself into the numbers and actually take some of the pressure off us. She'll even come in on her days off. She's just really passionate about her job.
Although Ricki hadn't been a ward manager, she was a Band 7 educator, so she had minimal management experience, but she went in and she just worked with all the staff, and she's developed a really good rapport with every member of staff on that ward. I can hand on my heart say I've never had anybody say that Ricki hasn't done anything they've asked her to. She's always gone above and beyond. She supports staff. She's had staff that have been in difficulty, and she's worked with them and she's gotten them through that difficulty.
She's brilliant. She's constantly making sure that we're all okay, and that if we've got any problems she'll address it. She's very approachable, so if we do need to talk to her about something, we have no worries about doing that.
She never stops working on the ward. You know, her clinical is her passion and she manages to fit that in with everything else, so that's great.
Really kind, really compassionate and ambitious. I'd really want to thank her just for helping me settle into the ward, and just looking after us all, really.
just let her know how proud I am, and also to start believing in yourself, because that is her main flaw, that she thinks she can't do it, and she can. And I think the last 3 years really has proved just what she can achieve. So be proud of yourself, and I wish you all the best.
So, Ricki, how does it feel?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting that at all. I was just really, really privileged to have been nominated and felt really honoured. But to actually win, I'm in tears at the minute, so I'm trying really hard. But honestly, I mean, everything, it's because of my team. I have got the most amazing team in the whole of BWC, and they make my job so easy. And it's only because of them, my senior management, that support me every day, that I'm able to do the job I do, and I love it.
Oh, what great words. And it was very humbling to see your nominations and those words spoken about you, Ricki, and we feel so proud and also so honored and privileged to be working with you here at Children's Hospital. Thank you very much for all you've done so far, and no doubt you'll be doing in the future too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Julie and Sophie as well. Well done to both of you. Fantastic nominations. It's great to make it to the finals. And thank you again for all that you're doing. Congratulations to you both too. Thank you.
Thanks, Satish.
So that concludes the presentation for this second day of BWC Spirit Awards. Tomorrow, we'll be presenting yet another fantastic award, which is, I think, special and dear to many of us, and that's the Volunteer of the Year Award. The award will be presented by Alex Borge and Cisa Moyo from our mental health services. They'll be joined by Claire Cherry, our lead governor as well, who will tell us a bit more about our finalists tomorrow and announce our winner. On Friday evening, of course, we have the Spirit and Sparkle Awards evening, where another raft of awards will be revealed, including the winners of our Moment of Magic Award, which was out for the public vote. So please do join us on Friday evening. You can reserve special virtual tables so that you can join as a group and you can continue to chat whilst watching the celebratory events with your colleagues, friends, and even families. So you should be able to find the details of how to book onto that virtual table through the BWC update email as well as the internet. So all it leaves me now is to thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Well done again, Ricki. So proud of you. Congratulations to Julie as well as Sophie. Thanks, Annie, for taking us through the finalists this afternoon. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, all of you.